Came in super clutch. Put me like 18-year imprisonment. You'll be alright. I'm not about to leave a kid that's biological to me. And
Just a girl.
yeah, you're just a girl to me. I'm joking. You're my baby mama.
Bear in mind, this was the introduction of Graham, legit, on the show. Let's go back to this little statement itself in particular. Put me in like an 18-year imprisonment. He's already saying that his child is going to keep him in prison. He's already saying that now he's got a child on the way. His life is pretty much going to be limited, which could be true, which is true, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, and this is something that obviously I find even more interesting, is the fact that he thinks that this is going to be an 18-year thing. Graham and Kaylee are both 15 years of age, okay? By the time they're 18, does he really think that he's going to be able to afford to live out, to move out of his parents' home with his girl, with his baby, and look after them? Very, very unlikely. So the fact that he thinks that by the time his child is going to be 18, his child is going to be out of the house is quite hilarious to me. But also on top of that, let's go into the next bit here in terms of how he refers to his girlfriend.
I'm not about to leave a kid that's biological to me. And
Just a girl.
yeah, you're just
I've said to cut that a little bit off, but he finishes by saying with this girl. Bro, that's your girlfriend, not this girl.
a girl to me. I'm joking. You're my baby mama.
So he thinks he's an actual comedian. Last season, we had an interesting season with, was it Kyle? I think his name was? I forgot his name now. Long, dark hair, curly. You know what I'm talking about. Before that, we had Aiden as well. I mean, Jenna is a part of this season, but Aiden, so far, he's mentioned, but we don't actually see him. So I don't think he's actually going to be in the season physically, just by name. But either way, though, this kid right here, Graham, is one to watch out for. But let's get into how they met.
We've been together for 3 years going on.
We met at a church youth group.
What happened was after the church, she texted me on Snapchat, and I was like, well,
Let's just let this sink in. They met at a church group. Now, I don't know about other communities, but in the black community, they say to you, if you want to find yourself a good woman, go to church. Yeah, that wasn't the case with these two. And also, bear in mind, they were very young. Now, I want you to process this. She said, or they said, they've been together for 3 years. They are both now 15, which means they've been together since when? Since they were 12. All right? That's the math right there, right? All right, cool. The producer asked the question, Kaylee, how old were you when you started having intimacy?
How old were you when you started having sex?
It was like a year ago.
In my opinion, she said it was like a year ago. Something tells me that she wasn't having intimacy at the age of 14. Something tells me it was a little bit sooner than that. Just saying, 3 years together, just pregnant by 15. You're telling me that they only started when they were 14. Yeah, I find it very hard to believe. And also, these are two people who were met at church. And don't try to spin it and say it was a church youth group. Church is church, okay? Leave me alone. But then this is the mother, Kaylee's mother. Kaylee's freaking mother. Oh, my days. Let me not even get into her just yet.
So I was like 14.
I do feel like I've done this to myself. I have raised this little demanding child of mine. She knows what she wants. She expects to get it.
So I was happy to finally hear the mom take accountability for her daughter's choices. Because the mom has admitted that at the end of the day, she has done nothing but spoil her child. If anything, she expected her daughter to be one of the good ones. But it turns out that she wasn't. She ended up being one of the, only ones, shall I say. Now listen, it's only episode 1 so far, okay, of Unexpected. Definitely interested to see how this season develops. Based on the previews of what to come, it looks like it's going to be one hell of a freaking roller coaster. But with that being said, though, let's move into the next couple before we end the video.
Stays the same.
I don't think that I'm responsible for Aiden and Luca's relationship. I think that's Aiden's responsibility, and he.
I 1000% agree. 1000% agree, you know? Because right now, Jenna's having the challenges of getting Aiden to actually make an effort to want to actually see their child, Luca. So therefore, she's the one that's having to contact him. She's the one that's obviously, well, her father's then been having to be the one to take Luca to see Aiden, to stay with Aiden. And meanwhile, he's never even asking a simple, but meanwhile, he doesn't do a single thing to even ask about how his child is doing. Wow.
Doesn't text me to check in on him or make once a week of pictures of Luca, ask him if he wants to FaceTime him. He doesn't answer.
And that's the other thing. He doesn't even respond to anything involving his son. That is ugly, that is disgusting, that is unnecessary. But hey, this is why we choose protection, hey.
Right.
Because I never want Luca to blame me for his relationship with Aiden. And I will always try to do what I think is best for Luca. And I think that...
Is it fair for the parent who has the child to be making all the effort to make sure the child still has the other parent in their life? Is that really fair? Absolutely not. But here's the thing though, if the other parent stops making effort to, so let's say the parent who has custody says, you know what, I'm not gonna make it in with effort, I'll leave it as that. Is that parent in the wrong? If you ask me personally, no, because at the end of the day, they've tried, and the other person has not been responsive. So therefore, it's only best for them to be like, you know what, I might as well just focus on myself, focus on my baby, and let's just keep moving. If he or she decides to contact me, all right, cool, I'll be here, I'll let them see the child, but until then, I'm not making any more efforts because I'm giving myself a headache that I shouldn't even have or don't even deserve to have. So in my opinion, she's not wrong in what she's saying.
means trying to keep the peace. It's just, I want something as simple as like, send me a picture of my son sleeping, or just send me like an update, like a text message saying, hey, he's good, we're having a good time.
Now also on top of that, whenever Hayden does have Luca, he fails to then also even update Jenna on, of course, how the child's doing. Okay, based on obviously what she said, pictures, sleeping, the whole shebang. And it's crazy because really and truly, you know, all parents always generally want updates on their child. You see what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to being a single parent. Whoever has the custody, that one always wants to know, hey, so let me know what's going on. They want updates. You know what I mean? And that's something that is it's something that is very, very healthy. So it is sad that she's in a position where no matter what she's doing, this guy is being nothing but being a bum. No matter what she's doing, he's been nothing but being challenging. Life. But to be honest with you, I am disappointed to still see Jenna on the show, to be honest with you, because like, they're older now, you know, it's a bit like Teen Mums, like, we've seen you now. I prefer having new cast members per each season personally, but hey, it is what it is. Their story, of course, still continues, and sadly, their story has not got any better. It has only gotten worse. But hey, let me know exactly what you're thinking down below in the comment section, and we can most certainly talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.